And this top 20 video, I'm going to be counting down my, sorry, I'm going to be counting down the top 20 VR games that I would love to see. I really want to see these games. Number 20 is going to be the one that I least want to see out of all of them, but it would still be really cool. And number 1 is going to be the one, my top one that I want to see. Like, I definitely want to see. Is going to be amazing if I see it. Like, I'll be screaming. Nah, probably not. But, yeah, guys, there's going to be some superhero games, some FNAF games, and some diverse ones that you guys might not expect. But, number 20 is a superhero game. It is Ant-Man VR. The thing about this Ant-Man game, this Ant-Man VR game, I feel like it doesn't really have to be just Ant-Man. I feel like it would be really cool if it was also Atom. Like, the Atom, like the DC character. Not just the Marvel character Ant-Man, the DC character Atom too, because they have similar powers. I would not complain if this was a game. I'd probably play it. Yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice though. I think a good name for the game would be Shrink VR. I think that would be really cool. Number 19 is something really funny. I would say it would be really cool if there was a Santa VR. Like it was like a Christmas release or whatever, or it comes out a few days before Christmas, or like just in December or late November, and it'd be like you being Santa going around the world. That would be really cool. I'm not gonna continue for reasons. Right, so number 18 is Vanny VR. I feel like this would be a VR game going through like the story of Vanny, but the thing is, that's pretty much just FNAF VR right now because that's all we've seen her in. Like once FNAF 9, the 2020 game, comes out, then it would probably go higher on my list. But as of now, there's not much. The only reason it would just be FNAF VR pretty much. But the only reason that it's on my list at all is because like it could also go through like what happens before FNAF VR, like in Tape Girl's tapes and stuff, like what happened there with Vanny and stuff. Number 17 is Five Nights at Candy's 3 VR. I feel like it would just be like Five Nights at Candy's 3. Just the bedroom gameplay. No like crazy mini games. Like, yeah, like FNAF 3 in FNAF 3 and FNAF 2 in VR, in FNAF VR, they didn't really have anything. Yeah, they didn't really have any mini games. They just had the gameplay. So I think this would be kind of like that, like with no mini games of Five Nights at Candy's 3, just the bedroom gameplay. Number 16 is Green Lantern VR. I would really like this. This would be really cool. I feel like the game would start off with Hal Jordan finding the ring and talking to whoever's giving him the ring, and then it would go on to have him facing Sinestro and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. Number 15 is Superman VR. This would be really cool. This would be really cool with you flying around and doing heat vision and freeze breath, especially. That would be amazing. I think it would kind of be kind of like the plot of Man of Steel. I know the DCEU movies aren't really rated the best, but I think it could be kind of like that. It'd be more fun to play than to watch the movie, I feel like. I don't think that movie's very popular, but I really do like that movie, honestly. All the DCEU movies, to me, are good, but not as good as the Marvel movies. Let me know in the comments if you like the DCEU movies. A lot of you probably don't, but I like them. but they're not like amazing. They're not, it's like, oh my god, I love this movie so much. It used to be like that, but really not anymore. Like I was a lot more into superheroes like 2 years ago, and then I got into FNAF from Chicken Dude 27, and he regrets it. Yeah. So next up would be Hulk VR. I think this would kind of go like, yeah, this is number 14, I think. Wait. 14, yeah. I think this would kind of go like, maybe like Ultimate Avengers, that animated movie. I feel like it would kind of be like that, something similar. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Number 13 is Five Nights at Candy's 2 VR. This would also be pretty cool, because like you'd have the tablet in your hand, like here's the tablet, right, and then you look up to see them, and then you have like a flashlight in the other hand, or there's like a button in front of you, kind of like FNAF 2, and then you just press it and they're there. You just like, then you gotta look down at the cameras, but or maybe the cameras could be on your lap, or just like attached to the table or something like that. That would be cool. And then you'd look up to see them and stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. And number 13, I think. Or no, it's 12. This is 12, I think, right? I guess we'll see by the end. Is Five Nights at Candy's 1 VR. I don't really need to explain it that much. It'd just be like FNAF 1, but there's no lights, so you just have to look at them. In FNAF 1 VR, it's kind of like that, because you could see them in the doorways without checking the lights. Chica, it's harder to see for me, but everyone's always like, oh, you can see her without the light on, but honestly, it's really hard for me to see her there. I think it's like her bib that you can see, I don't know. But yeah, that would be really cool. And you can also see where their eyes are. You would like look down and see the penguin there. You're so I think number 11 is the Flash VR. That would be amazing. Like you could be walking around with the left thumbstick, and then you could like go super speed with the right thumbstick, and then you can go faster if you hold down like the triggers or whatever. I don't know. It'd be kind of like that. I feel like it should be like the first episode of the Flash TV show of season 1, or it could be like Flashpoint. That'd be really cool. Number 10 is the Titanic Sinking Victim VR. There is a Titanic game out there. There is a Titanic VR game, but you're not really like. And there's a mode where you can go into the sinking. I've played it on my channel a little bit, but like, it'd be so much better if there was a VR game of the Titanic, and you're on the ship as it goes down. You like start off as like Jack or something, when you're at the bottom of the ship, and you have to make your way up. But without Rose, you'd have to figure out how to escape yourself. That'd be really cool. Number 9 is Joker VR. This would go, I think this would be cool as the Murray Franklin show in the Joker movie, and then you have to do all the actions. It'd be more like an experience than anything, but when you pull out the gun, you have to pull it out from your pocket yourself, but the rest would be kind of like an experience. You are Arthur on the stage, and you're just talking to Murray, and you'd be able to look around. You're just like, do you know what it's like out there, Murray? When he's like looking around, but you're still speaking. That'd be funny, but that'd be really cool. Number 8 is It VR. There is an It VR experience, but it's not a game. Like, you don't have any hands, you can't do anything. You just go through stuff, like the sewers, you experience Georgie's death, but that's it. Like, you don't interact with it. I feel like it would be really cool if it's like a really long game where you could go through it as Bill. Something like that. Number 7, this would be amazing for Hello Neighbor VR. Do I have to explain? Like, I don't even have Hello Neighbor, but I really want it. I was thinking about getting it on PS4, but it's $40. And during coronavirus, I don't think that's such a good idea to get that yet. But yeah, Hello Neighbor VR would be amazing. Like, you'd use the left thumbstick to move and stuff, and like you could pick up stuff that with your hands rather than like clicking on them. And when you have a hammer, you to pick out the nails, you'd actually put the hammer onto the nails and pull and stuff. Number 6. Hold on. Yeah, 6 would be FNAF 4 VR. I feel like this would also kind of work like Nightmare On and Nightmare Fredbear's minigame. Except when kind of like Nightmare On, when she's like standing up, like right in front of the door, you'd look up and you'd be able to see their eyes, but you could also listen for their breathing if you want to torture yourself. But it'd be a lot harder than Nightmare On's minigame and Nightmare Fredbear's minigame, because there's a bunch of them. And then Night 5 could also be Nightmare Fredbear, but I feel like it'd be a more aggressive version of the FNAF VR version. Number 5 is Afton VR. This was like something suggested by mentioned by Top 10 Gaming by Connor. Connor was doing like a FNAF video. I think he said this on multiple videos actually. It'd be really cool if there was a VR game where you play as William Afton and you go through his story, but it would be cooler if there was 3 or 4 different Aftons, where you could play as William Afton, you could play as Michael Afton, you could play as Elizabeth Afton, and you could play as the older brother. I would love that so much. Number 4 is FNAF AR VR. Like, you're in the FNAF 4 bedroom, right? And then in the closet, there's like the big monitor where you can pick the mini games. Except instead of mini games, it's a map, and you can like put your hand on the screen and like cycle around. And then when somebody gets in, you can like press a button to say yes, or press another button to say no. And then when you press yes, your character is like shifting backwards, and then you have to face them, and you have the flashlight in your hand, you have the shocker in your other hand. Number 3 is T-Jock Story Mode VR. This would be really good. Like, if you don't know what T-Jock is, it's the Joy of Creation Story Mode VR. That would be so cool, because the nights are so different. It's kind of like Sister Location VR. Euro, the creator of Sister Location VR and Pizzeria Simulator VR, I think he could do this because it like he's doing Sister Location VR, which is a story mode, and T-Jock Story Mode. It wouldn't work too differently. And number 2 is FNAF VR 2. Like, I've made a video on ideas for FNAF VR 2. Go check that out if you haven't already. But I didn't really finish all of the ideas, but it would be really cool. You guys might expect this. Number 1 is Ultimate Custom Night VR. It would be so cool. Rockstar Freddy sitting in front of you, Music Man right behind you, and like clapping and stuff, and then Nightmare Balloon Boy there, and like you have to shine your flashlight on him within like 5 seconds or something like that. You could see Freddy on the left, and then, but the thing is, Scott says he doesn't want the animatronics to teleport, but when you switch cameras, when you're cam stalling, when you switch cameras, immediately you get jump scared. So it would be cooler if it was like, if you're on the camera, they don't move. If you switch, they get a little bit closer. That would be better. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you please leave a like on the video, and if you like my other videos, please consider subscribing. Remember to subscribe to Chicken 27 plus already dudes Ellen Keaton Lee. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm talking fast because I'm running out of time. But yeah, bye guys. Peace.